Zinky, zinky. Ding, 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 ding.
Having a heart die on yesterday. About fucking. Hey, dude.
Dude, it's funny for me. I'm sitting there. I was so tempted to say something too, because I see all these people having an argument over the lightsaber bleeding thing, and they're like, dude,
Hey.
she. They're like, I understand it happened quick, but it happened quick in other things, and it followed all the things. Her hand was actually touching the crystal, and she was feeling dark things, and blah blah blah, and all this and blah. And everyone was arguing back and forth with this shit, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, guys, if you have to sit here and argue about it, that means it's fucking stupid. I'm like, just the fact that all these discussions are happening means something they did is wrong.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
it's just,
I
I don't
don't even
know.
have
I
time to
saw other
get to the
people, man.
bleeding, dude. I have no. There's so many bad things in that I couldn't even get to that part.
Well, that's just, I'm just discussing the last episode. As a show as a whole, then yeah, then there's,
No, I'm saying
but that the last episode there wasn't
like that
obviously
last
too many
episode.
problems.
I'm still fighting about fucking Plagueis. I didn't even get to the bleeding. I'm still
I don't
fighting
know.
about
People are so
Plagueis.
upset about the Plagueis thing for some reason. I don't understand that.
I get it. I understand because
I don't at all.
they did it for no reason. It's just like
Dude,
it's the
shows do this
same.
shit all the time. Just when Star Wars does a tease, it's like, well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say because Star Wars has done it before, and people were fine with it. Remember the dark saber with the other guy, Mandalorian? They teased that at the end of the season. They didn't have to do that, but they did,
No, but they had
and it led
something.
into a whole thing for the next season.
Yeah, they had something going with that,
Yeah, well, they're gonna have something going with this. You can't say they haven't done that yet when
dude.
it's like it's like
First of all,
complaining about
first
stuff
of
at the
all,
plot in the
the
first episode of the
look.
show when you
First
haven't
of
seen the
all,
rest.
the Mandalorian when it came out, it had a lot more grace than it did than any other show. Right now, you can pull something like that off in Mandalorian because you're probably gonna get a second season because you're the first of its kind and you have more grace, right? More people are giving you more grace. Not that you have more grace, but like with this one, it's like you're in a long line in a long list of bad show after bad show after bad show, and you're trying to do like these moves like you're good. No, dude, like fucking
Well,
get your foot on the door
here's the
first.
fact
Like,
from here's the
shit.
fact from Disney's point of view. They have
Thanks. Oh, thanks.
Ahsoka right now running for nominated for 5 different Emmys. And regardless of whatever is going on with this acolyte shit, it's the second most watched thing on Disney Plus ever.
Yeah, but that
They
doesn't mean
don't give a.
anything.
It's getting the num. No, it means plenty. It means it's getting the numbers and beating the
Not compared
expectations.
to everything else.
Dude,
Like
they're
so.
not looking at angry Twitter mobs as their
No, I'm not
source
I'm
of
not talking.
reaction to
I'm
this.
not talking about angry Twitter mobs. So I think it was either
But I'm just talking
not
reaction as a whole.
not
People are,
yesterday.
despite what we think, people loved the show.
No. If you let me speak, I will explain to you what I know. So apparently, like a day ago or 2 days ago, people are like coming out these lists of like, oh yeah, the numbers came out because like since the Nielsen boxes isn't really a thing anymore because people don't have cable. There's other things that basically took its place. So there's like things on the internet that people just go by, like just to show like every single show, not just Disney saying like it's our second most watched. Yeah, compared to everything on Disney, like the bar is pretty
Well, that's
low.
literally what I said. They're comparing it within their own channel. That's
Yes,
what
I
matters to them is
understand.
what's on their own
Yes, but
streaming service.
their words are meaningless because when you compare it to everything else, like yes, it's the best on your thing, but like let's just live in reality and do things how we used to do it, right? Rank up all the shows, right? Fucking Acolyte doesn't even fucking reach anything. It honestly, people are
Well, dude,
talking.
back then, dude, they're comparing about what goes on each station. They weren't they never compared shows outside of what was broadcasting on certain channels and shit like that. They had viewership of this, viewership of that.
Yeah,
Well, now that it's on streaming services,
They're
dude,
still counting the viewerships. Yes,
they only count their own profits through their own channel. That's what matters
that
to
that
them.
has nothing to
That's what's
do That has nothing to do with
Dude,
what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna go. Well, dude, fuck what you're talking about because what I started this conversation about was them doing a season 2 and what the whole Plagueis thing leads into that.
Yeah, I understand, but they're not coming out with season 2. I highly doubt they're gonna get one.
Dude, I highly doubt they wouldn't get one.
Well, but that's my point. You're seeing like what you're seeing what they're feeding you, right? And you're taking it at face value, like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, why not?
I'm
But
not running into conspiracy theories about it.
it's
That's
not
why.
about conspiracy theories, dude. It has nothing to do with conspiracy theories. It's like you're believing what the company's telling you.
They made money off of it. They're gonna do another one. It has popularity and a lot of views. They're gonna
No,
do
it
another
doesn't.
one.
What I was trying to say is
Does.
like there's a lot of people talking about it, but I feel like there's more people talking about it than actually watched it.
Either
This
way,
is
that's
this is
traffic for them.
this is the same thing that happened to fucking that Batwoman show. Remember, it had that fucking one white girl, they switched it to the black girl, and everyone on Twitter was like, "This is the bomb. This is the shit. This is the craziest
Honestly,
shit."
no,
Buh,
I
buh, buh,
don't.
buh." And then like, but
I don't at
but
all, actually.
but I understand. I understand that you don't know this, but I'm giving you an example of what happened before, and this is what's happening now. So when Batwoman came out, they were like, "Lesbians are great. This is bitchin'." Oh, and then Twitter was like, every single episode, Twitter's like, "Oh, another great one. Dunk in the basket. We're doing great." And then like, whatever was saying on Twitter did not translate to actual views on the actual show. No one actually supported it. They
No,
just
but
they just
neither
said
does
this
the
on
fucking
the
random
internet.
numbers that people say off of Twitter.
What?
Neither do the random numbers that people make up off of Twitter.
Yeah, but it's not random numbers.
It is, dude.
No, it's not.
Going off of like the shit that these people go off of is the same thing that it's like PC people with their Steam shit. Nobody plays the game. Look at the Steam numbers. Did you forget about PlayStation, Switch?
No,
Xbox,
no
all
one,
the
no,
video
no, no, no,
game
no.
streaming things?
First of
No,
all,
that's how these people do stuff. Dude. They
no,
pick a
no,
single
no,
thing
no,
as a
dude.
metric
That's
and compare
fine
it
if
to that.
some people do stuff. I'm not saying that everyone's doing that. And yes, I have seen people use the Steam numbers, but most reasonable people that I watch that use the Steam numbers, they'll mention.
Yeah,
They'll
well,
be like,
you
"Hey,
know,
by
you
the
just
way,
mentioned
these
the
are only
one thing
Steam
right
numbers."
there. You use a single source of information to get your information.
No,
That's
I
already
don't.
a problem thing in the first place.
No,
You
I
just
don't.
said your people. You said other people may do it, but my people.
Yeah, the
as in
people
your
that I
source of
watch. It's not. I
information.
don't watch one person.
You
It's,
watch the same group.
no, I don't.
They're all together.
No,
Okay.
they're not. I watch people from a bunch of different groups. They're not together. There might be some people that are, but most are not. They're not even affiliated. There's one guy that I watched. There's another guy that I watched that happened to work together, and then now they're not working together. That
You
does
know,
stuff.
like the ground fact is whatever numbers that all these streaming services, not even Disney, come out with is the best they can do because with the
Right.
streaming service there is no way to get a surefire.
You
I mean, even
yes,
back with the
and
channels, it was the
yes,
same
and they
funk
say
thing.
that. They say that also because you're right. It's the little information that these companies can get. It's the only information that we can base it off. And you're right. It's probably not 100% like accurate, but it's the best
No, but yeah, and
representation that
so,
we have.
So why throw any single representation that they give and can
Well,
make up
dude,
with
then
out the
then
window and say Twitter people
okay,
are
then
better?
we'll never have statistics again, dude, because that's how statistics work. It's never going to be perfect, but it's a representation, the best of what we can represent.
Yeah, I know, and exactly, and again, for them, in their business model, it succeeded.
Sure, okay, they can say
They
that,
literally
but it
wouldn't
didn't.
be talking. Disney themselves are already talking about a second season after the show is done.
No, dude. First of all, they said they canceled the second season before the
They
show.
didn't. That was a rumor that was debunked immediately, along with the whole. Other
Okay,
thing
so
getting
then how
fired from the
come
whole
do I
Star
see
Wars thing that
people all
twisted.
over? Then how come I see
Dude,
people all
people
over
are
like?
twisting to doom and gloom the whole entire
No,
thing. All
man.
this shit immediately gets
No, it's not
debunked,
doom
but you know
and
what?
gloom. You see the
It
people
is.
that want the show, because that's all I see on Twitter now. Now that the show's over, all I see are people
I see
people
it
that like.
combined, I see half and half. People hate it, the people that love it.
No,
And that's
just
all you're always
just,
going to see on the
just
internet.
wait to what I'm saying. So the people the people that love it. I'm not talking about people that hate it. I'm talking about the people that love the show and talk good about the show. All I see from them now is like, come on, give Leslie Headland the show, because they know it's like it's not
I'm
guaranteed.
not looking at that.
It's not
I'm
guaranteed.
seeing the showrunners and Disney themselves saying this stuff, that they're going to be
Okay.
doing a second season and they're
Yeah,
planning
I'll
on it.
believe it when I see it, dude. Because
Well, you
I
could see
think
it because they've been saying it like literally since yesterday.
okay, they also said Ryan Johnson's gonna get a fucking trilogy, but you know that's not fucking happening. You know, me and you
Dude,
both
he
know
himself,
that's not
dude, he
happening.
himself, I do no shit, but he himself even said he's not going to even start the Star Wars trilogy that he was given until he was done with his Knives Out series, which
Yeah,
he is
that.
still doing.
By the way, that's all bullshit because he came out the series after
I
all
know,
that.
but
We
I'm
know
not
what's
gonna call
going
that
on.
guy,
I'm not an idiot.
dude.
Like
I'm
we,
not gonna call a guy a liar when he's still doing the same thing. It's like he hasn't been
dude, we
lying about
okay,
what he was
dude.
saying.
It's like the
I'm not
same.
saying that it isn't gonna come out. I'm not saying that it
I'm
is.
saying it's
It
not.
probably you're not wrong. It probably won't come out.
It probably will never
Along
come out.
I still think that the whole what's it called show, the fucking skeleton crew thing is like, dude, they have literally directors talking about the episodes they filmed, actors talking about the show and all this shit. But
Right.
Disney themselves hasn't even officially said a single fucking word about it. I still think that whole thing is a random hoax. They're showing all these toys for it and everything,
No,
but they
I
have not
think
gave a
I
release date
think
or
it's
anything for that show.
I no what I think is happening is that's a leftover show that probably still has a lot of those woke things that they're if you haven't noticed a lot of companies are starting to leave behind because the tides are finally changing. The tides are finally changing like everyone's kind of fucking sick of it. Companies are losing a
I
lot of
don't even
money.
think it's
They
that.
know
I
it.
think the problem with that
So
show,
this is one of the
the whole thing
shows.
with that show is that it's a children's show. It has kids starring in it. The whole thing is based around kids and stuff like that. I
I
think they
all I
realize that
see
that's
all I
not
see
going to
from
work as a
Skeleton
target audience.
all I see from Skeleton Crew is Jude Law.
That's because that's all anyone sees because it's the only positive thing tied to that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Everything
I don't
else
know
is
anything
children and
about.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I know
It's supposed to
nothing
be a
about the
bunch of kids,
children.
him and a bunch of kids. Yeah,
Okay, that's weird.
yeah, exactly. It's I think of like the Star Wars Adventures thing, like with the kid Jedi Adventures and stuff, like as a live action thing. I'm
I
not
mean
saying
that
it's
could
that
be.
exact thing.
I mean that
Oh,
could
I'm
be
sure.
cool.
Yeah,
I
some
don't
kids
like
will like it.
it.
I'm sure
I
it'll be
don't.
like that,
No,
but
I
it's not.
mean I,
They want to waste their money on something on a streaming service. I doubt it's going to be that.
I think that's just a leftover show. I think that because the Skeleton
No,
Crew
you're
is
not. No, it's
very very
100% a
old.
leftover show, but I think that's why it's leftover. Because
Yeah.
they realized that like, hey, this isn't gonna really work out too well. But after
Look,
all the
man,
shit they canceled,
we could bet on it honestly. Like
what?
I know there I know that shit like I don't know for a fact it's not that I have sources or anything, but like dude, I see everybody and I see a lot of things and just from like just my looking at it from what I'm seeing is like yeah that I don't think they're coming out with another season. They're not like they to do that would be really stupid of them.
It would not be stupid at all. It would be stupid to set up the plot points and everything they did for that, and then just to abandon it and not do a second season.
No,
Think about it. For them to bring up a
no.
live action
Honestly,
and then just
if
leave
they
it
were
at that.
smart, dude, if they were smart, if I was them, right? If I was them, I would not come out with a second season, at least for another 2 or 3 years, right? Do some other stuff you have in the bag. Fucking actually think about it. Like, use your big boy
That's
brain.
literally what I was just gonna say, and that's already what they're doing with their shit. They already been putting a lot of their shows on hold and taking
Oh,
breaks
okay,
for
but like I
longer.
said,
Look at
I'll
Ahsoka
believe it
with
when
the
I see
Mandalorian.
it. I believe it when I see it
Yeah.
because if they think that they're gonna do the
I
same
think if
fucking
anything,
plan,
they've
they're
learned a
not gonna.
lot
It's
from
not gonna
this one. If
succeed.
anything, they've learned a lot from this one.
Well, yeah, no shit, because they did the very same.
Compared to any other Star Wars thing,
The reason
like,
why I don't think she's getting shows the same thing with Ryan Johnson. They're learning another second lesson. We're just like, oh, we really divided people again. Like when you keep cutting the pieces, it eventually turns to dust. Like there's no, it's beyond fractured. They keep fracturing like the fandom. There's like like there's people fighting within their own like little thing.
well, no, that fandom's been fractured in the first place, and that's the thing is that a lot of these things cater to. You have the crowd from the people who grew up with all the EU stuff and all this shit, and then you have all this new extended universe stuff that they're doing, with all the comic books and shit like that. And the thing is, that younger crowd and new generation really likes these comic books and all that shit. And a lot of that shit is the stuff that's getting put into these shows and lore and stuff. And the old crowds, old heads and shit don't like that stuff. Look at the whole Kyber crystal thing. That's the perfect example.
What are you saying? Like old
I said
heads?
a lot of the. I said all the old heads, people like me and you that grew up with all the old EU stuff and everything, are conflicted against now. They have the new EU that they've been doing all the comic books and stuff like that,
Okay.
and all the shit that they introduced. They're starting to bleed that now into the Star Wars media, like films and shows and stuff. And that's the shit that people's divided on. Because you have the old heads and the new heads, the people that love that new shit, like the Kyber crystal shit and stuff like that, and then the old heads that are just used to that's what Star Wars was. So it's like that's what's it's not that like this is a new thing that's causing a divide in fans. It's already divided. Over 10 years ago when Disney bought Star Wars, it doesn't matter what they do at this point, whether they please the old heads or the new heads. People are gonna hate this shit.
No, I honestly, I think there's a way to do it to please not everybody, but to please a lot, dude. Like I'll give you an example.
Can please a lot.
I'll give you an example, right? Like of how you can please a lot of people. It would be shit. I just had it in my hand. I just lost it. Sorry. Fuck! I just had it, dude. I hate when my brain does that shit. I was gonna tell you something, and then me telling you that I'm gonna tell you.
I know what you mean all the time. Like the fact, like you have it in your head, and then those 2 extra words you add to it just.
Jesus, yeah, I know. How can they please everybody?
But it's like whether they stick with something that's more original, people are going to complain that they're playing it safe and doing this and that, and then whether you do something new again, everyone's like, I don't like that.
Okay, yeah. This is what I was gonna say. So yes, okay. So like, there's a way to please everybody, right? Okay, so one good example of how they could please everybody would be like everyone's in agreement. Doesn't matter which side you're on. Does not matter which side you're on. Everyone agrees. Don't make it 8 episodes. Right, so we could start there. Right, like let's make.
Yeah, that's gotta be an industry-wide thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if these people really want to make this work, like me, I'm more jaded than you are, right? Like, I'm a fan. Like, I'm willing to come back. So, like, but you have to put in some fucking effort here. So, like it doesn't matter if you're one of these like people that like, you know, the sequels or the prequels or the original. Everyone agrees. 8 episodes not fucking working, dog. You need to fucking push it to 12 or something. Like, just start there. You gotta work there. And then maybe you think they couldn't make the Acolyte just a little bit better with a few more episodes?
No, dude, like I just said, extending the episodes would literally solve 90% of their fucking problems.
I'm saying.
Well, most of these problems, like the stupid whole plot point with the rat, and a lot of this other shit comes from the fact that they're jamming it into 8 episodes.
Like, a lot of this shit is stupid, man.
Imagine this. Imagine in this last episode that they extended it to a point where they didn't do this whole I kill Soul, I turn evil, I turn my lightsaber red within 5 minutes thing, and expanded that more. And they actually made a ritual with her turning the crystal after the whole thing.
Yeah, like him, he could have been the one to show her.
They did not. Here's my thing. They did not mention throughout any other episode in the show besides the last episode that Osha had a problem containing her anger. He did not say that, mention that, or even show a single sign of that. Up until that point, which he said to my sister, I just get so angry all the time and I can't help it and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
When have you fucking even got angry at all throughout this
the whole time they were always just alluding to like, yeah, something happened.
May was the angrier one they always alluded to. But
No,
the
I'm
thing
saying
is,
like the way
the
when OSHA
whole
talked about it, they always said like something happened, but they never say exactly. You're right. Like they kept
yeah,
teasing
but
it.
the whole fucking point of that though, and I understand it, but they don't explain it well, is that they are the same person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're
when
right
OSHA's
because
getting
it.
angry all the time, it's like May is angry all the time.
Yeah, it just looks like
Like
they
they are the same
switched
person.
off.
They are technically that yes, and that's why they're always like she's able to sense her and see where she is and blah blah blah. They like even share the same feelings. The show does a very poor job in explaining that
Yes.
because of all this fucking they just try to cram it in. And it's like I see all this shit and it's honestly it's like the show had some great ideas. Even the plot and everything could have been really good. A lot of this stuff. I'm not gonna hate on the lady for she honestly she knew a lot about Star Wars. I'll give her that too. I'm not saying she executed everything great. You just tell like everything was just fucking
I think this bitch just Wikipedia's a lot and doesn't really look into a lot.
no, I don't think that at all. Because there's a lot of things that like the cortosis thing you can't just like Wikipedia and
So
stuff like that.
you can't have somebody like Pablo Hidalgo and fucking Dave Filoni next to you. Yeah, you can.
No, you 100% can, but it's like the cortosis thing was such a like a out of left field kind of thing. It's barely even been mentioned even in modern history.
Yeah, it's
The
not
only thing
mentioned
it
a
was
lot.
mentioned in no,
I've
nothing.
even
And
heard
it's
it
like
and
you
I don't
really
even
gotta
remember
dig.
it.
Even Filoni, yeah, even Filoni's never even any of that shit or any of them their stuff.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
really EU stuff. That's not really.
yeah, so it's like I don't know. She the fact that she pulled that and did that correctly and everything, and even made it as such a rare thing makes sense. Like she did that correctly, and there's some things where I'll literally like I can say she did a decent job.
Hey man, I'm not
For the
saying the
most
bitch
part,
ever watched
like I
Star
like I
Wars,
even
but
think
like I don't
like
think
no
she
no I'm not saying
knows.
that either. No, but I'm not saying that I don't think she knows things. I think a lot of like I said, a lot of the problems, even from the things that we come with her and her things for Star Wars, like even just you could say the lightsaber bleeding thing. I'm sure if she had more time, they wouldn't have made it as such an instantaneous thing on the spot.
Yeah, you're right. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I would give her more grace or what's the word? Like I would give her benefit of the doubt if I would give her more of that if she had more time to cook. You know what I mean? Like I think
Yeah,
that's a
dude,
big
because a
issue
lot
too.
of people, so many people I saw threw the show in the garbage can before it even started because they just saw the episode count and how long the episodes were.
Yeah,
Like, that's all it takes to throw a large group of your fan base to be like, yeah, it's not going to be great.
yeah, you're right. Like I said, man, there's ways to like unite people. Man. I'm telling you, there's ways.
No, yeah,
There's a
yeah
path.
ways to unite the yeah, but the thing is, it's like
They're not
the
willing.
best way to do that, honestly, to me, isn't good storytelling for a media.
And for me, it
You
is.
know, no, because
Why?
here's the thing: a lot of the things that I see nowadays uniting people from both sides, no matter what, is fucking fan service.
Not
All they
really.
got to do is throw in something little fan servicey,
No,
be from each side to
Then
throw it
Plagueis
in.
would have worked, but it didn't.
Plagueis worked for half the crowd.
No, Plagueis worked for the people that already like the acolyte.
Like I said, half the crowd.
Yeah, I
They
don't
could
think
have
that's
threw
half.
something in there.
I
They
don't
could have
think
threw no.
I
I'm
don't
saying
think
they could
that
have threw
group
a
is
fan
half to be
servicey thing.
honest.
They could have thrown a fan servicey thing in for other things to please the other half. Other
Sure, but I don't
dude,
think
think about how many people just turned around just from seeing Plagueis and then instantly thought, "Oh, it's a great show because they showed Plagueis. Plagueis is awesome. That Plagueis reveal was dope." Dude, you showed a man creeping in a cave for 2 seconds.
I think those people were
Yeah, it's
praising
cool
it the
to see.
whole way.
Not all of them were. Definitely for sure, there was like the large majority of it were,
Yeah, I think
but
the people that like
there's
the
so many
Plagueis thing,
people
the
that turn
majority
around for
were
that.
the people that already liked everything anyways. Like
But
they,
it's the same thing. Like, look at the fucking Rogue One. All you had to do was show Vader chopping up a hallway for a few seconds
but
at the
Rogue
end.
One was good
That's all
before
people
that.
think about. Yes, it was good before that, but I'm just saying, like, something like that start up. Oh, we need a Vader hallway scene. Hey, we need a Vader hallway scene. Look at old Mandalorian throwing Cad Bane here.
Yeah, I mean, they like to throw
Ahsoka throwing in
cameos.
Anakin. Yeah,
Or
they love their cameos, and that will always. everyone will always get happy
I
when they
don't
see
think
Anakin.
cameos are a problem if you do it right.
Well, no, I don't think they're a problem. You're 100% right. That's the thing. They always just like that's one of my problems with Filoni. He banks on the cameo too much over a plot point. Will like literally bend the show's plot just to throw somebody sometimes. And in a way, you can kind of see that with the Anakin thing. Like, oh yeah, Ahsoka just falls in the ocean and just oh yeah, she happens to have a vision when she's in the ocean. Just to it
She
kind of
just
is just like a random
force
thing
her
when you think
way,
about it.
yeah. Just forced her way
Yeah,
out
like
of there.
it would have been more. It would have made more sense. I mean, the plot probably didn't call for it, but for her to at least go into meditation to try and commune with him in some way or something like that, not just
Yeah,
a
dude,
random thing.
I look at Filoni way more critically now. Now that someone brought that to my attention, that yeah,
Like a
he
lot of
just
this
fucks
stuff
with
does
his
seem like fan
characters.
fiction, but like I
Yeah,
blame that a lot because of like the cameo stuff and things like that. He tries to fan service things too much, and like I said, fan service is an easy crowd pleaser. This is a great way to make everyone
I don't
happy,
think the fan
but it
service is
doesn't
the
always make for
thing.
good story writing. No, it's not the
I don't
main,
think that's
it's
the
not like the
problem
only
here.
issue or something, but no, it's definitely a huge one. No, no, I'm not saying it's a problem with Accolade or anything. I'm just saying they do that too much. Like that's their their big way of trying to unite the fan base and bank on something. They will take the easy out over fan servicing
But yeah,
something
but
in
that's my
instead of
that still
getting a
goes
good
to like
writer.
they don't really try just fucking do whatever the hell.
Well, the sad thing, and like I said, I saw they had the whole interview with Filoni actually talking about this and addressing exactly what we're talking about as a problem.
The fan
And
service.
no, not the fan service, just like this episode count thing and all this
Yeah,
kind of shit.
everyone can agree that this is one of the big
No,
major
I know, but I'm
problems
just saying
here.
he was talking about it himself.
I hope, dude, I
He was
hope you
addressing
fix
the
it,
problem.
man.
And he was saying the thing is now that they're doing these shows and they're coming out with this, everything's like betting on these streaming services. Is when they want to see a Star Wars show or something like that, he's like, people are used to seeing Star Wars in the movies. When they come to seeing these shows, they're expecting as close as possible to movie quality.
You're
So
Disney, baby.
these, yeah, they're Disney, but and that's the thing. It's like these budgets that they're throwing into the movie are insane. And they were talking about mainly for Ahsoka. Like this was during they came out with this interview recently. It was during the Acolyte thing, so like they mentioned it in some cases, but they spend so much fucking money on building all these practical props. They spend so much money on all these special effects and shit just to try and match that quality. And when you're doing it for a movie, you're doing it for 2.5 hour film or something like that, and you have the same amount of time to film that movie as you do to film these entire shows. And the show you're doing, yeah, let's say it's 8 episodes, let's say it's 40 minutes a piece for each episode, you're going way over 2.5 hours. So you're trying to do more of the work in like the same amount of time and try to keep it the same quality. So that's why a lot of these streaming services and everything now are doing the 8 episodes and cutting corners because it fits their schedule and budget more. It's not about like for them now like when they want to push out a certain amount of shows each year and each season and stuff like that, they got to get everything out on a timely manner and budget that more. They can't be wasting everything on like a let's say they used to be doing 20 fucking something episode seasons for live action shows and shit all the time. But that back then it was like that was Fox's one show. They didn't have like a whole streaming service where they have all these shows going on and stuff like that. It's like
Yeah,
no,
man, but you're
they
fucking
don't.
Disney, man. You know what they say?
Yeah, I know it's Disney. Well, yeah, well now Disney branched out and they have all Marvel. They got all their other kid shit they're doing. It's like yeah, they have a lot of money, but they also have a fuck ton of projects going at the same time. So it's not like all that money is not going anywhere. It's all getting wasted on a million different things. You know, all the animated kid films they come out with, all the Marvel shows and movies, all these other random live action shows and Disney Channel shit and stuff like that. Like they're funding all that shit. It's like, yeah, 100%. They should definitely focus more of that on Star Wars because that's their big money maker. But they rather do that with merchandising because that's where all their money comes from, more than anything. Star Wars is the money maker with
We'll get more
merchandise. But like,
merchandise with it.
But like that is a great point that he like brings up, and it's like it's not that they want to do that, and he even mentioned that like they're fighting to try and do more. I guess it really depends on like even what Gilroy said about Andor or whatever. Like he after Rogue One, they're like they loved what he did and everything, and asked him to do something. He proposed Andor, and they're like, "No, we can't afford that. That's way too much and everything." And that's when Disney Plus first started out. Once they came out with Mandalorian and everything, and we're doing that, and started to see more profits from the streaming service, they're like, "Okay,
Yeah, they
we're
brought him
willing. We have
back
the time and
for
money
his
to yeah."
idea.
Because they had the time and money to do it for that thing, and it's like, and they also trusted him, and he's like, "I'm bringing in all my own people and all that shit."
They just need, but that's my thing.
Even with
They need to
Filoni up
have
in his
more
spot,
people
he
like
doesn't
that.
have that trust. And honestly, I hope that the Emmy stuff works out for the Ahsoka show, because that would boost them to give more of a budget and time to these things. Once they start seeing that they're getting awards and shit for this stuff, not just making money. That means the award stuff means a lot for like shareholders and shit like that. People that are putting in money to them. Fucking meaningless for us,
I just hope it just doesn't turn into.
no, honestly, it's like I said. I remember that one time, like I saw someone else bring it up. Like he's a lot like George Lucas in the way, like if you just let him do his own thing, that could turn into a problem too. But they were actually, I saw a big thing. And I don't know how true this is. It's probably just internet rumors and stuff like
No
that.
way.
But a lot of like the whole thing with Star Wars is or Lucasfilms, like whole lore department and shit like that, is they don't really give a fuck what people do with their shit.
Well, yeah,
They
when
don't
George
like.
is around.
Well, yeah, well George made sure to do all that shit, but now it's like the lore department pretty much just the only thing they check is to make sure whatever they're doing isn't fucking with any of the other media they're coming out with or around and stuff, like any of their storytelling or future things.
It's
Outside of
not
that, it's
good,
pretty
bro.
much free. No, no, people said that it's pretty much not good. There's not too much of like a step in for someone to step in and be like, hey, you can't do that. Like they said, like even from what I was seeing, like a lot of the people to step in and do that, and only people to really step in and do that was Tony. And Favreau like did that to an extent, but he doesn't have that much control over it. And he was also doing his own show and like knows. But yeah, like Pablo Hidalgo and like a lot of those guys and stuff like that are just there to kind of just make sure it doesn't fuck with. And I'm like, that's only like half covering that. Cause like, let's say the main stuff that you guys are doing that you're making sure isn't the other stuff isn't fucking with. Like you're making sure that all follows lore and you're all handling that. So in a way, making sure the other people make that, partially making sure the next lore, but it's still not like covering over other stuff. You still gotta grab the other half of their shit.
It sounds chaotic.
But like I said, that could just be like people making shit up. Is there's no sources or anything for people to back that. It's more, I heard this, I saw this, and where a lot of this shit starts anyway. People that work like 1,000 degrees in my
It's hot out of my. They're on my fucking thing turned off. I hope I don't die. Fuck.
I see that Xbox failed.
Box just off on.
I thought it was the Xbox Live just dying.
Fucking Xbox just randomly shit the bed again.
I would I would give it a good dusting. I do that every month. Got to do it for like 2 months, especially during the summer because when it gets hot and you have a lot of dust in there, it doesn't uh, clear out good enough and it can overheat. And that just for the Xbox, will just turn off. And I can do that.
But usually it stays on after I have it. Plus it's fucking ridiculous.
But I was just saying before you, or as you disappeared, the Paramount Plus just dropped the Halo show.
I saw
Everyone
that.
saw it coming. No, but the funny thing is about that is that now 343, or I'm not gonna say just them, but the people, the showrunners for it, are pretty much like pitching it to like all the other studios, and so they're trying to get picked up by someone else now.
Fucking the show.
So it's not like it's like completely dead, but it's like no one else is gonna touch that shit unless they fucking get their shit straight. Like everybody, like the Fallout show came out. I'm glad people saw that you could do a game show, right? And then this shit now that people are gonna know. Maybe even Amazon will be smart enough to be like, all right.
Honestly, dude, I don't believe. I'm gonna pull the carpet. Probably
Dude, it's
get,
cursed.
probably.
Halo's a cursed franchise when it comes to live action. I've tried like 7 different times.
No, I'm talking about Fallout. How much would I bet they're gonna get? Other
Um,
bad.
no, I don't think so. I think they already
I'm not saying that
confirmed
that's
that
gonna
he's running
happen.
for.
I'm just saying, like in my heart,
No,
like
I
I
know.
have so much.
Oh,
That's what I think is gonna.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I
I
have
don't know,
so
that
much
guy's
fear,
pretty
dude.
set on like
Yeah, that
making
came out
that
of
that's his
nowhere.
baby now.
That was a good show. I really enjoyed that show.
Well, I don't know, that guy's treating it like it's his baby now. So, I kinda have faith
I hope so. Hope that guy doesn't. Your gay stuff. I'm not gonna mention. That's perfect. That's how it used to be. This is how you make shows. You know what I mean?
in it. Mm-hmm. It's like now, it's like I feel like in every show, like the character in mid-conversation turns and faces the camera and goes,
I'm.
by the way, I'm gay.
Yeah, dude. I'm like gay characters before. They didn't used to do that. This thing.
They never used to mention anyone's sexuality at all.
No,
You know,
they just either kissed the guy or didn't. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like they might have just showed a scene, or it's like, oh, he just banged another dude, whatever.
Yeah, they were like, you like come out of like.
They didn't make it a whole thing where they talk about it and tie it into modern politics in a way.
It's so weird, dude.
Dude, that's what I mean, it was honestly hilarious timing. They had the season finale of The Boys there, and it was just funny because the timing of it is fucking hilarious. And I knew it because I hate trigger warnings with all these shows nowadays. It's the worst fucking idea anyone could have think of because all they do is spoil. No, well, no, that's like they came up with a thing. It's like all works in the show is fiction and not based on real recent events. No, none of the political violence in this show. Just
Okay.
that, I'm like, oh my god. So it's like obviously you know what's been going on with the boys since even like last season is that they have the presidential campaign going. Newman's running against that other guy and all that.
Yeah.
So they have all these like assassination attempts and shit. And I'm like, and it's like it's just so funny that like the timing of this is that like they're just probably like I can only
That's
imagine them in real life.
hilarious.
Like the whole thing happened. They're like, ah shit, we got to do something about next week's episode.
I don't know, man. It's with the times, dude. It's with the
Yeah,
times.
no, no, it's just like it's just hilarious
It
times.
should it should if those people over there are like lefty people, which most Hollywood people are, it would be kind of funny that that like it's almost kind of eye opening to be like, yeah, and it'd be kind of ridiculous if they actually went for an assassination attempt, right? Like, yeah, it would be kind of, and they're just like, oh god, what's happening? God, it's an episode like they probably didn't think that that was
It's
even
just
going to
funny
be a
as hell.
possibility, but it's really getting real over here. Like life is kind of more interesting than shows a lot of times. Kind of funny.
Yeah, no, honestly, I like the ending of the season.
Yeah, I didn't finish.
It was a good season.
I
Besides
forgot.
besides the Frenchie shit, it was a good season.
Yeah, I was just
Really
about
good
to
season
say. I was
actually.
just about to say that like people are complaining about this season, but in reality, besides the weird Frenchy stuff, the show's pretty good. It's still the same.
No, 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 it's
Enjoyed
still
it.
the same. I mean, the only thing I really hated
I didn't
that
finish
bothered
watching
me
it.
was literally at the. This isn't even a spoiler. Just like at the end of the season now, they had that firecracker bitch on her little channel just going like, "Oh, we're gonna make America great again. We're gonna make America super." And I'm like, you really are really just having like people that you're trying to like identify with Trump, just quoting Trump now.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but I
And
mean,
it's
they
like,
kind of did that before,
no,
and
yeah, I know they did that
I
before,
don't
but
mind
my
it
whole
as
thing is
much.
now they're just not hiding it anymore, and it's just kind of
Yeah,
like for
but
me in a way, it's just like
I don't think.
there's a way when you like, no, no, it's not that they. The thing is, here it is. Before they kind of made shit that related to it and stuff like that. Think of like they had A Train doing all the Black Lives Matter shit, but they weren't actually directly just saying like all the real life Black Lives Matter shit.
Oh
They
yeah,
obviously
that is for
always
sure a step
tease
up.
like
No, you're
the
right
ships
about that.
being, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Now
right.
they're just straight
It's
up just calling names like the direct thing and labeling it right there, and actually using direct real life quotes. It's like when they're not even they're
yeah,
tying it
you're
into real
right.
life way too much.
They never, because they did do Black Lives Matter,
No.
but they never directly said Black Lives
Yeah, they
Matter.
weren't. Yeah, they weren't. Like it's fine. Like when it's like okay, you're doing their own little like alternate reality of like what it would be like and
Yeah,
the kind of thing. But then when you're actually trying to tie it into the real life stuff and current events, it's kind of like okay.
yeah, not wrong. That is a step up.
Yeah, but
I
it's
didn't, I didn't
like you said,
finish.
the show
I
has
can't
been that. I
remember
don't
what
have a problem
episode
with it.
I'm at. I fell asleep. I keep trying to watch it late, and I keep falling asleep. But I'm more than halfway through.
This season just seems so short because they came out the first 4 episodes at
There,
once, and then it's like after that it was just
another thing I will say about it, like I will say there are some parts where it's just like, oh, this is kind of starting to become like CW. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I've said that since the start with just anything that involved Huey.
yeah, but I guess it's more like I don't know. Yeah, it is with Huey also. Yeah, it's just like
It's
that.
always with Huey. Sometimes with
Oh, and another thing, dude. Jesus,
MM.
the girl's face. Like every time I see her face, and like
Dude,
she talks
every
different.
season it gets worse.
Dude, she
Dude,
talks
they
different
had
now. It's
they had a
weird.
scene of her yelling and like freaking out, and she can't even like make an angry face. Her face is like stuck as it is. But when she's like screaming, like her face, like and honestly, like her mouth is like going sideways and stuff. It's like she's
Dude,
trying to make
dude,
it's bad.
the best. Do you remember Alien 4?
Shit, it's been a while since I watched the old ones.
Okay, so
I don't remember
it's
even.
okay. So Alien 4 is the one where it came out during when we were kids. It's one of the newer ones, and it was the one where
Was it around when they did the Alien vs Predator thing when they were in
it was
Antarctica?
before that.
Yeah, no, like before that, but around that time.
Yes, no, but I mean,
Okay.
wait, so do you remember that she like gave birth to a humanoid version of a
Yes, I know what you're talking about now. All you had to
dude,
say that. Yeah, I know what you're talking
bro? She looks like that thing. Like that's all I can see every time I see her. Like if you just take a picture of that thing, the face of that baby xenomorph human thing. That's what she looks like, dude. So every
You
single
know, you
time, bro.
mentioning Alien reminds me that the new Alien movie that just came out with the trailers with actually looks really fucking sick.
Oh, the Romulus thing.
No, I forgot what
Yeah,
it
it's
might
like
be. I don't
Alien
know. I forgot what
something.
it's called.
I
Yeah,
might not be Romulus, but it is something.
it's something. I don't know. But no, it actually looks really fucking sick.
I like Alien.
Yeah, no, but like I like it. Seems like they're all trapped on a spaceship again. A
Yeah,
lot of the
I heard
facehuggers
they're
going
trying
around. It just
they're
seems
trying to do
weird.
like the old school, like more, you know,
Like an actual fucking scary movie trapped in a spaceship. I like the whole
what's
Predator thing
calling
with
me.
the hula one that they
Damn.
did.
What's up?
That was probably another screaming pussy.
Yo, what's up, dude? What? I mean, yeah, I'm streaming it. Pretty fire, right? Pretty lit, bro. It's pretty lit, fam. Yeah, I never beat it, so I'll eventually get to the DLC. I don't know what to say at the end. It's like he wanted to say something mean, but he just like couldn't come up with
He
anything
said, I'm
good.
in Mexico, I'm on vacation, I'm watching you, bro, and then he hung up.
I feel like he wanted to say something. It was like I feel like the fat was gonna come on. I was like, just say it. Just say something. I don't know. He felt nervous. Is what I'm getting at. Like, all good though. People just randomly watch Elden Ring, fuck around, talk about nothing. I'm basically just
Talk
farming.
about crack.
Basically just farming like a retard.
Oh, give me a second.
Right. Dude, I'm not hitting anything out here. It's kicking my ass. Probably made it to the out of the castle. Like the only thing that's hitting good. No! You don't mind me asking, why do you leave number in the title? Because I'm gonna fix your problems, dude. Alright, Beans? I'll fix any problem you got. I'm the greatest psychiatrist ever. At least, definitely top 5 psychiatrist. At least top 5. So far, so good. Oh, this kind of reminds me of. Wait a minute. Huh. I just skipped that guy. Hilarious. You just skip all that.
Is it funny?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, this when you get to this fucking city, it's a lot like the first Dark Souls, right? Like that I'm getting it right. It's almost exactly like the entrance, like kind of like the. Alright, cool.
I didn't play the first Dark Souls enough to remember that.
It's the first part, dude.
Like I said, I know exactly. I think I know what you're talking about. But
Like the first little castle,
I
and
feel like
you
I'm
go into the
confused. I'm thinking of
basement.
Demon Souls.
Like you go into the basement, you fight the Capra demon, that fucking dragon
Dude,
thing.
you gotta understand. 90% of the times that I played the first Dark Souls was starting at a random point in that game.
Why?
Whenever I played it with you at your house, because you were already through some point in the game. Or even with my cousin, when he played it all the time, he was always through some point in the game. Like I only started from the beginning of that game, maybe like once, twice.
Beginning is
I
fine.
don't really remember.
I love that game.
I know what you mean with
that
it. I
game.
remember Demon Souls because
I still haven't tried Demon Souls, dude. I wanna. It's definitely the first game I'm gonna buy when I get it.
I was supposed to play through that with Bobby B recently because he had the whole thing. I don't think he does now, but he just fucks off all the time. So I could see me playing it with him once and then never again.
That's how we play with Bobby B.
With anything, yeah, he plays a game for like a day or two and then disappears.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you didn't know that. Are you
No, I
just
didn't.
getting it? Are you just understanding who Brent
I've known it
is?
from the longest time. That's why Redneck stopped playing games with us.
No.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons. He even came back and said that to us one time.
Why?
Like,
Because we fuck off?
no, not us, but like mainly Bobby B. Because Bobby, you know, like
Well,
he's
what does
just
that have
up
to
and
do
he'd
with
always tell
us?
him.
If he fucks off, that's on him.
Not us in general. No, it's not us in general. I'm just saying like playing games. Well, mainly because of his girlfriend. But he like said to me one of the last times we were playing, he's like, Bobby B was telling him to get something. He's like, dude, this is why. He's like, dude, this is why I don't play games with you guys anymore. You keep telling me to get games.
No, that was
And
one of his gripes
play
for a
for like
while.
a day or two.
He said it a lot.
Yeah, I know. Like he said this when we were playing Helldivers or something. He's like, you keep telling me to get these games and we play like once or fucking twice and then you never get on again.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm always trying to play games. That's fucking Bobby B when he does it. He's like, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I've heard him
And
say
then
that
Bobby
before.
B stopped playing Helldivers like right after that too.
Yeah, and
On
that's been a complaint. I mean, that's why I stopped buying so many games because like we don't really play them. I just buy things I really want to, like this Elden Ring show. Like I'm fine. Like I know I'm always gonna go back to that, or even Armored Core. I was like, yeah, I'll get that. So
Yep.
I'll get back to that. It's always a thing.
It's the same thing with me now too. It's like I'm not like there's so many games. I was actually about to say that they have that summer sale going on.
I'll probably
This
get
is like
Baldur's
a now.
Gate
I'm like,
next.
I'm looking at the summer sale now. I'm like, there's actually games on here I don't have because there's so many games that I've just like
Yeah, we passed on a lot.
not worried about it right now. Yeah.
Dude, now that I'm getting this
Not worried about
job, baby, yo, I'm gonna be getting money off this job, dude. I'm gonna be starting having money because apparently they apparently like if you go by hourly at first, right? But if you actually get a route like I used to have, like basically all the stuff I was doing before in the other job, I was like going ham. Like people don't normally do what I was doing. It was insane what I was doing. So these jobs are easy, and apparently like you're hourly at first, and then when you have a route, you go on a percentage.
Like they'll give you like a set route, so you'll always hit the same spots pretty much.
Yeah, you'll have your set area, your set people, and you'll get a percentage of all the money that goes. And you start off with 13%. So like the guy, I was asking like, how does that work? Because one of the
That's pretty good.
yeah, I was asking how that works. Like one of the managers, like, how does that work? Is like, how's that good? Like I'm sure like if you have bad weeks, like what's a bad week? What's a good? He's like, dude, a good week is like 1,500. A bad week would be 800. That's 800 is good for a bad week. Like that's
Yeah.
so. And how he's explaining is like, yeah, if, like this house is like this much. So and you only it's like sometimes like if like 20 minutes of work, 30 minutes of work, or if something big, it's like an hour. But most of the time it's 20 minutes of work. And he's like, yeah, just like I do this. So for this house, 20 minutes of work, fucking $25. I was like, what? I was like, it's like that? I was like, yo, I'll be getting around very soon, dude. Because I know the job, dude. So I'll be definitely be getting a route. It might take me a few months, because I don't know if they trust me as much, but like, dude, oh yeah. Can't wait for that. I'm gonna be getting PlayStation. I'll buy more games, dude. I'll be getting. But I can't wait.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be stuck in 2 more years of fucking dreadful school shit.
I don't know who to attack because everyone can kick my ass. So I'm just like, ugh. Here's this guy playing music calmly. I bet you he'll whip my. Oh, see? You think he's a nice flute player, but no, he's a person that wants to kill you. I hate this place. Yeah, dude. So my point is, we'll be playing Demon Souls, dude. We'll be playing.
That's on their
I'll even get Helldivers.
thingy mabobber. I haven't played Helldivers in so long. I have like no one to play with, and it's not as fun to play with the randoms anymore in that game.
I'm sure it gets old. I'm sure it'll get old.
Not even. Oh, well, any game gets old after a while, yeah, but it's not even that. It's that, like, there's people are just so annoying. You'll get kicked for not using a loadout. Like I had shit like that start to happen, and I'm just like, okay, if it's gonna be like that, it's gonna be.
So what happens?
Like I'm trying.
What
I'm
happens
trying
if
to
it's just
grind out
us
and
two?
get certain shit, and people. Oh no, if it's us too, it's fine. But there's only a certain, so high of a difficulty we can go through before it starts getting retarded.
It kind of sucks.
Like we could if it's us two and other people. The thing is, it's like you're going out as a group. When you go out onto a map, there's all these random missions and different locations you can find going through. Not all of them are there at once. Only the main objective is shown on the map. You have to find all the secondary ones. There's different points you get resources at and shit like that. And those are things you use to upgrade all of your stratagems, weapon stuff, and all that. And people are so used to, so used to just like, oh, do the mission as fast as possible, farm this, farm that. You'll go and it's like, alright, I want to go and get this, I want to go and get that. Nope, no one else wants to do that. Everyone's just bum rushing through, blah, blah, blah. You don't follow along, they kill you, they do this.
So weak.
Yeah, it got annoying like that at one point. It was nice in the beginning of it. Like getting matches like that. And it's like, okay, now I just want to play with the people I know. But it was also like, I think part of it was that in the beginning, the servers were really fucked up in their matching system. It was actually like, when you found the people, you added them as a friend. It was, like you had to join off of people. That was the most surefire way to get in a match. If you had someone added on the friends list in game, you could join off of them and you were able to get in with them. Sending invites other ways very, very, very rarely worked, if not at all. And you just had to just join in the match. So, if you ever got into a match, you add those people as a friend, and you just keep playing together. So we were doing that at first. So I had like some random Armenian dude and some other guy or whatever on my friends list in that game that I was playing with because there's just who I ran into. I knew they like I would get on and they would just randomly send me an invite. Yeah, they would just randomly send me an invite.
Fucking going through a genocide probably.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like it was
It's
nice
gotta get his Helldivers in though.
It kind of felt like old school.
Yeah,
running into
that
random
is
people.
definitely
Like
for
sometimes
sure
the
old
games
school.
don't work. Then when you start getting put in with random people you're not communicating with, all that, then you get back to the same bullshit.
Play two-handed. Fucking. Oh, how do you not die? What?
I forgot this other game that I've been looking forward to comes out on Game Pass, I think, hopefully in a few minutes. That, It's a Kunitsugami game. It's a Capcom game. Their new game is coming out for
Capcom.
arcade.
I
I
don't
was
like
like
anything
skeptical
Capcom.
at it at first, and then I played the demo of the demo. Once I played the demo, I'm like, alright, I'm in.
But what is it?
It's kind of like I had no idea what it was going to be at first, and I don't know what to really call it. Hold on, what the fuck? Someone's like whistling outside my house. The dog.
Let's do this.
My brother coming home. But so you were playing some dude that is protecting your main hoe. That's your bitch. And your goal is
What?
to bring the bitch.
Sorry.
Your goal is to bring the bitch from one side of the course to the other. There's like a pathway that goes through. So there'll be like a village. You'll get put into a place and it'll be like a little village area, and the whole place will be corrupted. And there'll be people, villagers and stuff that are cut with the corruption. So your first task is to go around, and before it hits nighttime during the day, free all the people from the corruption, destroy the corruption around. And then when you free the villagers, you can then turn the villagers into a warrior. You can turn them into like different types of warriors or whatever it is. Like they could be an archer, swords person, sorcerer person, whatever it is. And you use all of them and upgrade them, and you can place them around in different spots around the village. And when nighttime comes, you got to defend your hoe as she tries to travel from point A to point B. So she's like pretty much like curing and praying the gay away as she travels from one side to the other. And it's pretty much like time passes as she goes across there. And I don't think she can move when it's nighttime. She'll like stand still, so she can only move during the day. So as she's like moving, it takes kind of a long time. You go around and do your shit and get your shit done. You can speed it up if you want to, but then at night she'll stop and you gotta protect her from where she's at. But you pretty much your goal is to get the hoe from one side to the other as she purifies the area from all the shit. So like it got really addicting. You're just like upgrading your villagers, putting them in different spots to defend the bitch, fighting through all the waves of enemies and shit like that. I guess you could say it's like a tower defense.
Yeah, it sounds like a tower.
Kind of thing in a way.
Different version.
Yeah, but it's like you're going through a whole package, like traveling through like the whole country or world with this bitch, whatever the fuck they want to call it in the game. So it's like you're going through, like it'll get harder, you're going through different areas and stuff like that. Like certain villages that you save and stuff will be like a point of a base for you that you can go back to and upgrade stuff. Yeah, I had no idea what kind of game this was. Let me just try out the game. I'm getting pretty addicted to it.
Did he buy it? I think he's like, ah! I don't know what he said, but it's pretty funny.
I was thinking about playing through some old platformers again. Not even just old, just
I never
platformers in
get
general. I
into
want
it. But honestly, I was playing Donkey Kong, the Wii. I was just playing random that have for sons, and that Donkey Kong game, like the old, like an older version of the platform, fun still. But I don't know. I can't do it for long.
Like it's like fucking Ratchet and Clank. I want to go through again. I was thinking about going through.
That's not really. Well, I guess that is a.
Oh, those are platformers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. But I was when someone says platformer, I think like two.
Oh well, no, those are just 2D platformers, and then Crash Bandicoot started the whole 3D platform. I think Mario might even started it first. Actually. Crash just made it more popular.
Yeah, I could do some platformer. I would 100% play.
But I wanted to go through. I usually play Super Mario Sunshine during the summers at some point. I haven't touched that at all yet.
Like all the I would, dude. I could do that too when I get the PlayStation, or go through all the Ratchet and Clanks and the ones I never fucking tried.
They have mainly just the random ones that you probably haven't tried. There's so many of them, like spin-off ones that they came out with, and they're all on there. Yeah, like they have like the main Ratchet and Clank games, and then they have all like the spin-off ones. They have ones that were, I think, on like the PSP.
Speaking of game, I'm gonna go up that ladder and fuck is up there. I'm gonna level up nice again. It's gonna take me forever, but
Chop chop.
all right. I'm learning this weapon. Nope. Bottles.
Chop 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 chop.
What the fuck am I gonna do perfume bottles?
You're gonna put it on like the woman you are.
Oh, oh yeah. Dude, on Twitter, someone said, "Maybe you're just a fake fan." By the way, I was like, "Wow." I was like, "You caught me, buddy." That's crazy. Crazy. Craziness. My babies are still sleeping. Smoke a little more, play a little bit more, and I think maybe
Rack.
4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock. It's enough. Yeah, right. My thing's breaking. Fuck. I fucking dropped this thing like a million times. Sure.
Oh,
Alright. Alright. Let's do this.
bugga jugga lugga dugga.
Hopefully I don't end it right now. Yeah. Single-handed kicking ass. Hoo-yah! Healed. For class robe. Ooh. Dog. Oh, I killed myself. Almost.
And I'm busy.
Alright. Okay. See if my magic works. Holy shit, that worked. Dude, that move is killer. Oh.
How do I text people again?
Oh, boss here. Fuck that. Right. Let me scroll right. Just do that now. Dude. I had an idea in my head. Doesn't even do my rambling. Oh, dude. I had an idea in my head of how to put like I should do a magic first, bend it, so like it works out better. Then I'll put the fucking darts. And my lantern is wherever that is. But my guys died. I'm out. We're gonna level up. Fuck you. I'm gonna level up. Fuck you. It's the room. Ah, fuck you guys. You'll never stop me. You'll never stop me from leveling up. See, I'm gonna level up fucking nicely. You know, little bee. Alright. Oh my god. Guess I'm next. Nope. Denied. Ooh, feel that. Next. Okay. Oh, try out some new. Anything good? A little bit. Focus mentality. These, how many of these do I have? It's also seven, 10. Six, seven. Anything cool? Not bad. It's not bad, Chief. Versus Okay. Step. Hopefully I'll get a bite. Let's go. Ah! I am a god! Dude, how... I used to never get hit by this guy, now I always do. Who is this man? It's a pretty chill room. I didn't like it at first, but now I'm kind of like it's pretty down. Let's see if I can 5, 6. Better. It's a 7. Pretty neat. I think this is good. No! Losers. Right. Bam, bitch. Being summoned to another world. Not a good opportunity. Time. Bad. Guy wants to party. Oh, Giga Cow. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's good. Oh no! What's up, bitch? Oh my god! Oh. Do anything with him? I'm coming for you! Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Don't run away, you stupid bitch! I got another one. Fuck! The other guy did a lot of that. I was barely. Oh, buddy, you didn't fucking use that then. Know what you want from me? What's up, bud? That? Ooh, fake. Fake that bitch. Alright. Seems like we can fight this. I'll show you love thunder. Oh, fuck, he's showing me. Ow! Alright, dude. Fuck! You're much better at it than I am. Fuckhead. Alright. Well, so you fire! Did nothing. I can do this! Look at that! Fuck, you're not affected by any of this. Yeah. Ooh. Jesus. Alright, fucker. Hey, fucker. God. Damn it, I suck. That's crazy. I'm really trying my best. That's just really annoying, man. It's not even that I'm like not trying. I'm fucking trying. Just suck at it. I'm getting killed by this fucking random, not even a boss. I've killed bosses too. I can't. Nothing's do. I need to make a stronger weapon. And nothing of that. Falling for shit. Okay. Yo. What's up, dude? That's good. Matter what? I will eventually, yeah. Why? Go watch another stream. I fought other bosses. I mean, I gotta get weapons, dude. I can't do nothing to this boss. Go fight the boss, bro. Alright, fine. I'll go fight the boss, alright? You wanna see that? Let's do it. I'm going. Alright, dude, I'll do it. I'm gonna fucking die. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, Caesar. Oh wait, I still have to get my souls. Let me do that first. Easiest way. I didn't think. Dog's there. Jumpers. Ah! Fuck you! Is that the bot? That's just a tree guy. Is that really the boss? Oh fuck. Buddy! Buddy, I swear! I got... Shit. There we go. Looks like trees are ridiculous. It's not. Let's see fire. Is fire good? Oh no! Shit. Okay, buddy. Relax. What is with this? Do something else. Oh, fuck you. I never. Well, at least you're doing something. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. What? Not a good time! Oh, fuck, that sucked. That threw me off. I thought I had him. Oh, thank you. Are you happy now, guy? Whoever fucking called me? You dickhead? Anyways, I'm gonna get off. I'll be on tomorrow for sure. And for longer. Actually, around the same time. But earlier. And I'll get killed by this. Well, I'll definitely beat the boss. Oh, he's gonna. What? What? Dude, I almost had him. No, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him tomorrow. I'm gonna get him tomorrow, dude. You'll see. Alright, thanks, dude. Later. Later.